What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Redriveraviation. Hope you guys had a fantastic day today. And today we have plane spotting at Denver International Airport from June 25th, 2022 for you guys. I really hope you guys are excited for today's video, and without any further delay, let's get started. So like I said, today we're going to be plane spotting at Denver International Airport, and let me tell you, Denver International Airport is a fantastic airport to spot at. From all the United Airlines airplanes to the big presence from Frontier and Southwest to all the international carriers, there is so much really good variety here at Denver, and I'm really excited to get into this. It is a fantastic airport to spot at, and I'm really excited for it. And like I said, I hope you guys are as well. So like I said, we're going to be plane spotting on June 25th here. This is when I was coming back home from Airliners International 2022 in Chicago, and I had a really nice 3-hour layover to do some plane spotting. And I also got to talk about the airport as well in a previous video, so if you would like to see that video, be sure to go check it out. It was like Denver International Airport, all you need to know, or something like that. So feel free to go check that out. That was fun to make, and that really goes into detail about the infrastructure, some fun facts, and everything that is non-plane spotting. But let's get into the plane spotting, because it was really fun. Like I said, in Denver International Airport, it's always evolving, and it was a bunch of fun. So this was taxing in on the United Airlines 777. We had a trip port for that, so feel free to check it out. But starting off with the Boeing 757-300 Evo Blue, beautiful airplane. Was super glad you could see that. Here's the United Airlines hangar. This is a very special hangar to me, as I remember it having the old Tulip logo on it, I believe, so that was really cool. We're also going to find a 777 there as well with the mismatch engine, so that's certainly very cool right there. Also, ignore the quality. This was out of an airplane window, so I was just trying to have fun with it, if you guys know what I'm saying. Here's a really neat shot with 2 Southwest Airlines aircraft and a plethora of United Express aircraft, and even 1 Southwest over there on the hard stands. That was really cool. You also got the mountains way back. Unfortunately, it was overcast, but it's okay. It kind of happens. Here's a really cool picture with the tower. Even though we have a pole, we have a Canyon Blue, a Triple Crown 1 special livery that was fantastic, and a Heart livery. So great variety throughout here, and it was really cool to get to see. So there's both those 737s, and then the plethora of Denver Air Connect. Denver Air Connect is a EAS airline, Essential Air Service airline, that flies out of Denver, and they fly a fleet of Metroliners, Donier 328s, and Embraer 145. So what a unique fleet, and we're about to see more of it. This area right here is where we'd actually be doing the plane spotting at, and I'll talk about that a little bit in detail here. So this is the new patio that opened recently. It was not open at the time that I was plane spotting here, so I ended up using this window area instead, which was really nice, as we'll see. So that was certainly very cool, and I really enjoyed that. So here's their fleet, 3 Embraer 145s and 2 Donier 328s. They may be the only Doniers left in the United States. I would love to get on one. That would be cool. We also have a really cool PC-12 here on the bottom on the hard stand, a full plethora of those United Airlines aircraft, predominantly CRJ-200s, but a couple of 175s too. Speaking of which, here's United's huge presence here at Denver. As you guys can see, we have various airplanes, including regional jets, 737s, Airbus narrow-body airplanes, and everything in between. This is a really cool aircraft, November 509 Juliet uniform, or Golf uniform, excuse me. This is the Embraer 145, I believe, that Denver Air Connect either leasing or owns. It's really cool with the red and blue, and I don't know why they're using it, but it's certainly cool to see that. More at Denver Air Connect, and plenty of airplanes here. And again, Denver's going through many renovations, so all the gates and everything could be kind of in and out, if you guys understand what I'm saying there. More southwest of the tower, and of course there's United Airlines aircraft hanging out, because United will take every gate they can get. Really cool shot here with more regional jets. The quality of this actually turned out pretty good, considering this was a window. I believe this is a SkyWest CRJ 700, so that was certainly very cool to see, because I have predominantly saw the CRJ 550s. Lufthansa Airbus A340 300 Star Alliance. This was very cool, as I saw this exact same aircraft the previous day with the other tail number for the Star Alliance Lufthansa A340 300 in Chicago. But then following this, I ended up seeing it 3 or 4 times later in 2022 and early 2023. So I am desperate to get a model of that, because I've seen it way too many times. But yes, indeed, this is a SkyWest CRJ 700 right here. So that was really cool, as I predominantly see it in GoJet. There's the really cool tents there on the Jeppesen terminal. Let me get back to that. Really cool to see this really good architecture there. That was fantastic, and a really nice lineup there of United Airlines airplanes. More United, and we also got a Copa and a Star Alliance here. I'm going to take a guess this is the United one. I could be wrong. I did end up seeing this aircraft later on. We'll talk about the next Denver content to come here in a little bit, but I believe I did see this too, so that was certainly very cool, and plenty of airplanes here. I believe this is United's A section, along with some Delta planes down here too. Here's that CRJ 700 again. Again, the quality isn't the best, but certainly cool to get to see it. Here's another SkyWest CRJ 700, Commuter 145, some CRJ 200s, and plenty of 175s. Those were certainly very cool. I believe the last time I was in Denver, I left out one of those gates right there, so that was very cool. As we should be turning in here in just a moment to go park at our gate at B, which was very cool. Again, the movements were very immense at Evo 319. This is kind of a cool picture with the window and everything. I kind of like that angle there, so that was certainly very nice. Hopefully I didn't get too far away from the microphone right there. Making sure that the microphone's working. Yes, it is. Okay, great. great. So continuing to move through here, here's another SkyWest CRJ. Most of those have got painted at this point, so that was certainly nice. Really cool to come to Denver during this time, considering that the liveries were kind of in and out. Really nice mesh of Continental Globe and Evo Blue airplanes, so I was very happy about that. Speaking of which, here's a nice variety pack, including some of the staples of United's fleet. And yeah, some really good ones. Again, I probably won't end up editing some of these because some of them were, I'm not going to say atrocious, but they were certainly not to a standard of mine. Although there are shots like some of these that are not horrible. That one is not great. There's another mismatch 777. Those were very cool. Let me see if I can find one that was a little bit more applicable here if my computer will load. Sorry. Some of these pictures are pretty big. See that United 777, that one was pretty good. I can live with that one. But yeah, spotting out of an airplane window is certainly not ideal for clarity, but if you make it work, you make it work. Cool Frontier here in the back. Looks like some sort of Arctic animal. I'm not completely sure there. Doesn't look like a polar bear, but certainly looks nice. This one's even pretty good here with 3 United Airlines airplanes, mainline and 319. So both these guys getting pushed back, and there was an Air Canada Airbus E220-300. I'm going to take a really good assumption there. That was the very first one I saw, but I luckily get better pictures here in a little bit, and throughout the time here in 2022 in general. All those regional jets, they certainly line them up. Again, these shots aren't the best. I might edit a couple of them, but we get better here in just a moment because Denver has some great areas to plane spot at. So these were fantastic. 3 Evo planes, and then they all taxied out to their respective runways for takeoff. So that was really cool. More Continental Globes coming in to fill the void. That was the best shot I got at Chinook the Wolf. Super unfortunate that I barely missed it coming in. That really was unfortunate. I'm on the hunt to get a really good picture of it sometime, and hopefully I do, but still looks cool. Here's our Boeing 777 here at the gate, Bravo 38. Really cool shot with the US flag here and all the applicable details. Beautiful airplane. Highly recommend getting on one if you can. They are great airplanes. So of course I was taking a few different angles of that to sink in that moment because it was great. Cool infrastructure picture. I kind of went into more detail about this with the infrastructure video, but this was a really cool part of the Denver airport. And yes, that is the Star Alliance. No, this is right. This was the new Star Alliance one. So not only have I seen the new one, but I also saw the old one recently. So I know it's not the best picture, but certainly cool to get to see the Star Alliance livery over there at the Charlie Concourse out of all places. There's the Star Alliance for Lufthansa, so that was certainly cool to see, and a really crappy picture there of Copa and British Airways. Those are uneditable, or not uneditable, uneditable. How about that? Kind of hard to twist that off. And here's a 777, so that was cool. And Star Alliance pushing back, and luckily I do get better shots of that, but man, some of those others, that one was pretty okay there. I can live with that. Okay, there's some better shots there. I was going to try a different window. That was smart. So Copa was very cool, and I went out to the Terminal B patio very briefly, really quick to get this picture, which was really cool. This one's really nice. You got a construction ahead, but like I said, very cool to get to see the Star Alliance 343 again. Most recently, I've got to see the Star Alliance without the Lufthansa Tarta that's on it, so certainly really cool, but great variety here in this shot, including the planes in the back. Then you can barely see the land, that is, not like actual airplanes. You can barely see the mountains because of the clouds, so that was very cool. Unfortunately, I didn't get much sunshine on this day, but the next spotting session at Denver, I did more than enough, so that was really cool. Anyways, though, here's United 319 at Bravo 7, and of course the extension parts, as we talked about in the infrastructure, really cool. I forgot I got a picture of downtown Denver. That was really cool. This is from the patio, looking to the southwest a little bit, west-southwest, so that was very cool. And here's Triple Crown 1. Really cool to get to see Triple Crown 1 here at DIA. Beautiful airplane. This is my very first time catching Triple Crown 1. It is a beautiful aircraft in all aspects. You can see how nice the livery is with the heart, the one, and then over, I believe this livery complements Southwest employees, if I'm not mistaken. So really cool to get to see this for the very first time. I haven't modeled this aircraft, so that's also just as special. It was really cool to get to see it in a video clips coming up there soon. I also got a picture here on my DSLR of the really cool flight board, so that was also very nice. All right, so we made it over to the Terminal C area. This is the window. Like I said, the patio was being constructed, so the window worked just fine. The clarity was perfect. So even though some of these shots are slightly grainy, the denoiser will fix them right up. I use the Topaz denoiser, and it works really well. So let's jump into this. So beginning right here, we have United Airlines, Boeing 787-9. This guy was taxiing out for after inbound. Denver was landing towards the north, so it would technically be a north flow on this day. So they were landing on 3.5s, and then yeah, they were landing on 3.5s. So that is so all the planes were taxiing back, and then I think we had a couple planes taxi up to take off on the east-west runway too. So this 789 coming in, here's a good shot of the Denver Air Connect Emerald 145. And here's another one right here. And then here's the Dornier 328 fleet. These are very cool airplanes. This was, I believe, on my record, first time catching a Dornier 328. So as you guys can see, many first here at Denver International Airport, which is awesome. So here is 80 Charlie, and here is 94 Charlie. Now, okay, I was going to say, I thought those were maybe different for a moment, but I believe those are the same Dornier 328, so my bad there. But certainly very cool that they fly those, and I would love to somehow get on a flight to like Corpus, New Mexico. So one destination they fly to. I would love to do a day trip there and see if I could do that. That would be a very unique experience. You're going to see more than enough Southwest in this video, including this Boeing 737-800. Great to get to see all the variety. I believe we got some good Canyon Blues here in a minute too. United's also going to have plentiful variety, including this Boeing 737-800 and the 777 in the foreground. And there it is right there. I love the tug on that. That's really cool. So like I said, they were landing on 3.5. So here's a great example. So this is facing the south, this picture right here. If I draw an imaginary arrow, so they are landing this way and then taking off over there on the other side. So, or actually, I think they landed both runways and they took off on the other side of the airport on the west side. So that was really cool. Also, the reason I chose this area is because the other area on the other side was, there was only some planes taxiing by. It was more active over here, and you'll see a really clutch catch here. So I chose this side because it's usually better for lighting in the evening, but the sun wasn't going to break anyways. So I ended up taking this side, and it worked out well. Here's a great reason why. Here's the first of many. Air Canada Airbus A220-300. Really cool to get to see that after I was getting plenty in there with my United 777. They're beautiful airplanes, so you got to respect them when you can. This was very special. This was 777 uniform outfit, the aircraft that we just saw at the gate that I flew in, getting towed over to the hard stand to rest for a little bit. So that was really cool. I think it ended up going back to Chicago the next day. Nevertheless, first proper Airbus A220-300 catch for Air Canada. This was a very special moment. It's a beautiful plane. I have the model of the of those airplanes, and they're really nice. So that was really cool to get to see. Love the raccoon eyes, and it's a beautiful airplane. You can just see the infrastructure of the A220 special, and I would love to get to fly one, hopefully very soon. But beautiful airplane. This is Charlie Golf X-Ray Whiskey. So beautiful airplane. Highly recommend flying one if you can. I haven't been on one, but try to go plane spot one. I've seen now Delta, Air Canada, I think, and a Breeze. I believe those are the three airlines I've seen for the Airbus 220. So beautiful, and beautiful planes. I love them so much. Here's the United CRJ 700 for SkyWest in the Evo livery, so I was certainly happy to get to see this. And the clarity came out really good here at this window. You can see some fuzziness here in the front a little bit, but like I said, the denoiser will fix that right up, and it will be very salvageable. Always kind of challenging to spot with clouds because, you know, the graininess can come out, but I still think that these are turning out pretty good from my general assessment. American Airlines 321 CFM probably coming in from Charlotte, Philadelphia, somewhere in that region. Very cool. Yes, yes, yes. Love this. Southwest Airlines 737-800 Canyon Blue with scimitars. These are going quick. Please go plane spot one if they're coming to your local airport, because probably within the next 6 months, we are not going to have any of these left in just the Retro Max 8. So please, 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 I highly recommend going to plane spot. However many we see in this video is how many I saw the first time I was at Denver. In the most latest time, about 2 weeks ago, I only saw two or three. It was very limited. So please go spot one, 700, 800, whatever the case. They are going quick. Beautiful planes. Love this livery. Please go spot one. And I'm very thankful that I was able to go to Denver on this day and get to see this one. I think I saw a few more, luckily. So another 737-800 looks fantastic. Can't complain with more 737s. Yes, now this is an even bigger catch for me personally. Now you guys are probably looking at this and wondering, if you don't know the backstory, why this is big. So this is a 737-800 with blended winglets, just the upright winglets, no scimitars. Southwest, to my knowledge, only has like 3 or 4 of these left. They are very limited in the Canyon Blue livery. All their 800s in the Heart livery have scimitars. So I was very excited to catch this. This is probably going to be my last time getting one of these because they are super hard to find with Southwest's diverse network. So it's certainly glad to get to see it here, and what a beautiful plane. It has great infrastructure there on the blended winglets, and I even have a model of the sister ship, a 50 Foxtrot. So really cool to get to see this one, and that might be my last time getting to see one of those. So I certainly did not take that for granted. I really wanted to see that, and I'm so glad I did. Another 737-800, and sorry about the reflection. I was getting down. I ended up, I think, getting the anti-glare with my hand fixed up towards the end of the session. As you can see over there, there was also some construction work on the back. I think that's since been almost done. I don't remember it being that present when I was there last time, so we'll certainly take a look. Southwest also has very cool catering trucks, including the Snacks Are On Me titles, so that's certainly cool. United Max 9, love to get to see this. This was coming in from probably like Fort Lauderdale or somewhere. These are very cool airplanes to catch as always, and we got to see Evo and the Continental Globe, so that was great. There was a go-around right there. I've actually saw multiple go-rounds at Denver. That was not the first one. I saw another one when I was recently there. I know I keep referencing when I was recently there, but I'm sorry. It was really fresh in my mind, and it's good contrast for different situations. But he was doing a go-around on 3.5 right. That was really cool. I'm going to assume that it was probably some sort of error on their part because there was nobody on the runway, and the winds were pretty reasonable, so I'm not sure why, but there we go. United 175 taxiing into the ramp, and Delta A220 300, the poorest shot I think I've ever got. I don't know if this taxied over to take off while I was there or not, but luckily I've since got to see a few of them, so that was cool. Commuter 145 Evo Blue, they were not quite as present as what they are now during this time frame, June 25th for reference. CRJ 200, I don't have much context there besides that it's a CRJ. Another Heart 700, this one with the blended winglets, and a Denver Air Connect pushing. Continental Globe 737-900, and it's taking its sweet time here. Oh, sorry guys, I did not realize how bad my computer was lagging out here. I am so sorry. I didn't even look at it because it's been doing all good all day. Okay, hopefully it's stable. I'm super sorry that I was lagging out. From here on out, I will be sure to have an eye on that. Okay, you got Delta 737-800 here on the top. That's really cool. Glad to get to see that, and I am checking my computer. Maybe it was just a one and done. Okay. Being slow with it here, I don't want to overload it because some of these pictures are pretty big. Here's a Heart livery with the scimitars, looking really good. Okay, that must have been kind of a one-off. Looks like when I go really fast, that's when it has a hard time, so I apologize. Denver Air Connect taxiing out 20 Charlie. We also got another Boeing 787-9. Yeah, you can see my finger up there in the top left. I was really starting to get down my method there for getting the glare away, because this window, the only major downside is that you have to use your hand to get the glare out, especially when it's sunny, but not bad. I can't complain with it too much. So we're getting a nice double shot there, and we also get this Southwest 737-700 and the 737-800 for Delta. Got to see many of these at Atlanta, so that was super fun recently, but also great to get to see them at DIA on the really unique tail number of 3768. That's it, nothing more. Let the computer stay lot. Yeah, I think it was a one-off there for it really dropping low, so I apologize, but I'm keeping tabs on it. Here's a really bad SkyWest CRJ 200. This one has seen much better days on the back right there. I guess SkyWest is not going to really invest or do much there on working on that, so yeah, pretty crazy stuff right there, to say the least. And here's that really cool aircraft. I think it's Boutique Air Special Livery, or not Special Livery, but not the gray one, so that's certainly very cool. Here's another one with issues, same different number. Oh my gosh, come on SkyWest, I've seen too many of those. Another Southwest 737 and Evo 737-900. These were really cool to get to see and fly on. Okay, really, no kidding. Okay, this is very funny that this comes up because I got a video recently of a Jackrabbit at Denver International Airport, closer to the terminal building, but I forgot that I saw one the last time I was there too, so that's hilarious. I'm gonna have to take a picture on my phone real quick as a reference because that's hilarious. So both times I've been at Denver, I've seen bunny rabbits on the apron. I don't know what it is about these rabbits, but I guess at 5,300 feet, they really enjoy the elevation. So yes, if you go to Denver, let me know if you see a bunny rabbit on the apron, because I've seen two in my 2 times there recently, and that's really funny. So bunny rabbits love the apron, and yeah, I don't know what it is about them, but 2 different seasons too. One in January and one in June. So I don't know what the deal is about these bunny rabbits on the apron, but they certainly love it. So here's a bunny rabbit. Again, really cool to get to see that. Here's a 737-900, like I said. But yeah, certainly interesting, and he was running off for the grass, so there he goes, as you guys can see, and hopefully he made it. Really cool to get to see another ABX 767-200. Those are commonplace there. A little bit of sun making it out there in the back, it looks like. And there's a 737. Here's another one right here. Okay, this is actually the NG model version. So I have seen the NG model, which is really cool. 26208. This is the NG 2020 release. So really cool to always reflect back on your photography and see different elements that you didn't see the first time. And I can tell you, after seeing so many of these, I did not know that I saw it. So there's another plane that I've seen that I have a model of. Certainly very cool. How about this catch? This is probably the best catch of the day, at least my favorite. The Icelandair Boeing 757-200 Hecla Arroyo livery. What a stunning airplane. Love the northern lights on this aircraft. This was probably the best catch of the day, period. I don't think that there's any question there, to be honest. A little bit of denoise, and that's going to turn into a really nice shot right there, but let's see. Looking like this one is just that's bomb. Love it. Tango Foxtrot India uniform coming in from the Reykjavik Keflavik International Airport in Iceland. It doesn't get much better than that. That was fantastic. I was super fortunate, grateful, appreciative to get to catch this absolutely stunning airplane. Of course, the lighting conditions aren't ideal, but it gives me a really good reason to try to see it again. It is a beautiful airplane. I would not get bored of seeing this one, and I'm very fortunate considering I don't know what the future of the Icelandair 757 fleet is after all these 737 Maxes are coming into the fleet. So beautiful airplane. I'm really trying to get a model of this. I would really like it. Certainly the highlight of the whole entire spotting session. What a beautiful airplane. And I really didn't even look at the flight board before the day. I just was hopeful that I would get something cool, and I saw it on final, and I was blown away. So this was certainly a blast, and I really enjoyed every minute of that. It's a beautiful airplane, as you guys can see. Please go try to catch it if you can. It is really nice. I don't know why I take shots like that afterwards because they're really bad, but there we go. Really cool to see Sheldon the Sea Turtle. This flew the inaugural flight from Tulsa to Denver back in 2017. Unfortunately, they've since left, but still cool to get to see Sheldon doing what he does best, 210 Foxtrot Romeo, and always nice to get to see some of these older Frontier liveries because they'll probably get painted at some point, so can't complain with that. United Airlines 319, never get tired of seeing these little guys. In the Southwest, 737-700, heart livery with the scimitars. Here we have another 737-800. This one is 8614 Mike. Pretty interesting tail number there for Southwest. They have about 200 of these to my knowledge, so that's nice. And another Continental Globe, 800 this time. So certainly glad to get to see all the variety. As you guys can see, Denver really brings it all when it comes to that. Here's another 800 with a nose cone attachment there, so that's certainly nice. And I believe that rounds up the pictures for the first session. So let's take a look at some video clips, and then we'll hop back into some pictures. Let's do it.
Awesome to see Triple Crown 1 for the first time. What a beautiful plane. Very nice. Pretty plane. I love the livery. Look at the detail. All right, so let's come down my back. Let's continue. I got the next best thing. Front door with a nice view. But that doesn't look like construction, man. Come on. This will be very good. This will be perfect. Excellent. Hurricane to A220. Very nice. And there she goes over to the hangar. She did a great job today. I'm pretty sure it was 777. Actually, let's find out. Let's see. Yep, there she goes. Man, thank you for the amazing ride today. 777 Uniform Alpha, April 1995. First ever built Boeing 777 and my first ever wide body. I'm speechless. I am speechless. But she's heading over to the hangar for a well-earned rest. And yes, here's the Denver Air Connect Embraer ERJ-145. That's a beautiful looking airplane. I like their livery a bunch. They parked down here at sea. Here's another Embraer 145. A Dover DV-328, I think. And another one. I'd love to come up here just to try these guys. It would be a bunch of fun. They go to, I think Corpus, New Mexico is one of their most unique destinations. So yeah, I'm not sure if I could do a turn or what I could do, but that would be a bunch of fun. But yeah, they seem like a very good airline. Very nice.
Alrighty, everybody, Heckler Road is coming in, which is super exciting. I hope it takes 35 right and then taxis all the way back down, but if not, I can probably get it from the corner here. If not, I'll make a designated trip to turn away, but we still have, I would say about 7:50 is probably a good time to start making our way back over to B10. So we still have about an hour, which is awesome. I just wish there was a little more activity, but hey, I can't complain. It's fairly busy. It is a Saturday after all, so I can't complain. Very nice. Here comes the 737 MAX 9 in from Fort Lauderdale in Florida. There we go. Oh, sorry. Nice. What a beautiful looking plane. I've seen so much United over the last 3 days. It's been, oh my gosh. I've not seen much of this though. I like that Plyce PC-12 in the back. That's also very nice. Very, very nice at Denver. Potential coming out perhaps. Right there. Nice. All right.
Alrighty guys, so here we go into the next round of pictures, starting off with the typical United Airlines Boeing 737-800. Like I said, very cool to get to see the variety of these. Still predominantly the Continental Globe iteration, but certainly nice to get to see the Evos too. Here is a 737-900 taxiing in, an Airbus 320, and then this Boeing 737-700. Very cool to get to see all the variety in Southwest's fleet there. There's that 739 and 737. Again, most of these I probably won't edit, but still some really good ones. Of course, I'll edit like one of every plane, of course, but particularly like that, some of these are not the best. But still, you know, they'll work. Another 737-800. I'm sorry, that's a 900. I just glanced at that. My bad. And then this CRJ-200 Evo livery with more wear and tear. Southwest 737-700 taxing in as well, so that's looking fantastic right there. And we got a beacon shot of this 319 taxing in. Again, some of these were just complete throwaways. United Airlines Airbus A319 looking fantastic. Again, sorry about the grain on some of these. The denoiser will really help. That might be the only Evo 320 we saw the whole day. Those are still not as popular as the Continental Globe there. Those are very out proportion there. So there is at least one that we got to see. And there's a United Emerald 175 in the Evo Blue livery. Still quite a few of the Continental Globe SkyWest ones. Here's a great example of that. Another one right here. And then there's another Evo Blue 737-800. Most of those it's like half-half. There's still quite a few Continentals, but also quite a few Evos. Okay, this 737-700 is looking really nice. And then how about another special catch? This might be the last one, I'm not sure. But we got to see the sustainable fuel United Airlines Boeing 737 MAX 8 taxing in. This was very cool to get the catch. I really enjoyed this. Connecting the world, ensuring a better future. Really great livery with a great purpose. Going to take some real editing to make a good shot out of that, considering the grain and how dark it was getting at that point. Sorry about the lag. I'm watching it here. Hopefully it doesn't get any worse. Luckily it's only pictures, so it's going to be hard for it to lag too bad, but still looks pretty good. Here's the United Airlines Emerald 175 Express, excuse me. But really enjoyed that sustainable fuel catch. That was really nice. A Southwest 737-800. Plenty of them at this point. There's that really cool aircraft. Want to get a picture of the tail number just in case, but luckily I had a couple pictures already, so we were good there. Here comes that 737, another United 175, and another 737-800. Plenty of them at this point. And another CRJ-200 with awful wear on the back right of the engine. I don't know what it is about SkyWest 200s there. I've seen plenty of Deltas though with that issue. So I did get to see one more Canyon Blue 737-800 right here. The shot was pretty poor, but sometimes when they taxi in, it's hard to get a good angle. So, oh well, it happens. This 737-700 taxiing in, beautiful, love it. Looks fantastic. And this 737-700 taxiing in. I love the 1-7 flow when spotting at Denver at this location, because you get to see everything land and then taxi in front of you when they go to take off on the far runway. Really neat system that Denver does. It's not like Dallas where they land on the outside runway and take off on the inside. Denver's the opposite. They take off on the outside, land on the inside. So that's certainly an interesting phenomenon, but it works well with their taxiway setup. I mean, it is on 33,000 acres. So there we go. I guess the only Delta 321 of the day, I saw like 3 or 4 at least when I was there last time. And this 737-700 looked awful. There's a SkyWest CRJ-700. Some of these are going to be really tough to make decent shots out of, but I'll probably just throw them all together on a post or something. Of course, post them all, but you know, in a efficient manner considering the quality. Likewise for this 737-700. Love to see these former other airlines ones that weren't legacy. Okay, this was the last really good catch of the day, I believe. This is the Southwest Airlines Boeing 737-700 Maryland 1. I have seen this aircraft before, but with the Canyon blue tail. So first time getting to see it with the heart tail. Certainly not the best setup here, but I still very much enjoyed it. Love the pattern of the Maryland flag. Maryland's a really nice state. Fortunate enough to have been there, excuse me. And I would really like to go back. Still, like I said, not the best shots in the world, but hopefully I can make something out of a few of them. So never can complain. Here's one of the only 757s we saw of the day, this 200. I don't know why we didn't get to see very many of these, but yeah, last time, like I said, the operations kind of changed a little bit. Last time I saw at least 3 or 4, but I was there for longer, so that's that too. Alaska 737-800 taxiing in. Love to get to see that. A little bit of break in the overcast and the way back over there, so that was certainly nice. And what's next? Another one, or that one right there. I did walk up to the gate to get this aircraft. I don't think I got the best shot of it though. Okay, then I went up to the split one, but I did get this one. Maybe with some real work here, I can make something out of this. I certainly appreciate my efforts. I might have got an iPhone shot. I'll have to look. I probably didn't, but still cool to get to see this no matter what, even though it needs a bunch of work. This is the Scimitar one, so glad to get to walk up close to this. Again, really got to be appreciative of these because, again, there's not many of these floating around at this point, so please go catch one if you can. If you take any away from this video as a plane spotter, please go get another one of these if you can. I did get to see the sign, and that was in the infrastructure video, so check that out, but that was certainly very cool. And here is the sustainable fuel loading up here as the sun was setting. It was really late over there. I think it was probably like 9 o'clock at this point, maybe even a little bit later than that. So here's this one right here. That was very nice. And then my aircraft back over to the T-Town, Tulsa International Airport, was this Boeing 737-900ER. I think it was 47448, something along those lines. That was the tail number, I believe. So beautiful to get to see it. Love the tug on this one, and it looks absolutely fantastic. What a beautiful airplane right here, and a great ride, which will okay, we do have the internationals here. Did I have any other pictures? That was the last one. Let me put it back on this one. That will take us into the next video of the Airliners International 2022 trip, which will be the trip report on this guy, the United Airlines Boeing 737-900ER Evo Blue from Denver to Tulsa. I hope you guys are excited for that. That was a nice, peaceful flight, very special, really unique. I really enjoyed that, and I hope you guys are excited for that. In terms of upcoming content, we'll be wrapping up the Airliners International trip with this trip report and the in-flight videos, a conclusion vlog over at Tulsa. I believe I got a pretty good recording there, so I'll be able to show you guys that. And then from there, we'll take it into the let me see, what's the next part here? That will take us into the Dallas trip, the day trip that I took. So that'll take us into March, so I hope you guys are excited for that. Great plane spotting here at Denver. The next session was from January 4, 2023. The lighting was great, pictures were really good, really got the anti-glare down for that session, so, and the quality was very good considering the clouds weren't there. So I hope you guys are excited for that. It was a bunch of fun. I'm really excited to share my captures with you guys on that, so that'll be here in a couple months. So expect Denver to make it back into the rotation, and if everything goes according to plan, I will probably be back at Denver multiple times in 2023. So I'm excited for that. Hope you guys are as well, and let me know what you guys thought of the plane spotting here. I thought it was really good. Once again, that location was the Terminal C area on the east side of the concourse, all the way down towards the 60s on the gate numbers. You could either use the patio or the indoor area on the right side of that. Both are very applicable and work really well for your plane spotting. So I hope you guys enjoyed. If you do choose to use it, it's a great spot. Denver's a great airport. Like I said, check out that infrastructure vlog if you want to, or all the other flight content. But with all that being said, everybody, that will do it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you guys enjoyed today's video. My name is Redriveraviation. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. Take it easy, everybody. Stay safe. Trust the process. Do what you love and love what you do. My name is Redriveraviation. I want to thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys soon as Redriveraviation is signing off.